What's up, everybody? Just wanted to make a quick video on this Momentum and the things that I've done to it. I know when we first got it, I was searching the internet everywhere for things that, you know, people had done to it and how they set it up, and I've done some add-ons and things on this and thought I'd share it. So yeah, this is a 21G Grand Design Momentum. That's the machine that I haul in it. Honda Pioneer 500. Million mods and accessories on that. That's a whole different video, but anyway, this is kind of how we're set up. Some of the first things I did to it is I had Turnabonded the whole roof, all the seams. Kind of hard to see from down here, and with this camera I'm not going to go up there. You can kind of see the corner right there. Flag buddy, put that on there. Max airs on all the vents. Here's the deck area. I'll show you the outside here. Awning and all that. Got the Power Watchdog. That's a necessity in my opinion. Had to get the Y because you have two outlets on your tanks here. Another thing is the cameras. We got the Halo View, which is a necessity in my mind as well. Wanted to show you this real quick too. Some people are wondering how to set that thing up on their dash. They make a hook, a couple like rubber band things, and you can hook it on your mirror, and then you don't have to worry about that. And them things are awesome. Gives you like 2 side view mirrors, and then the one in the back. We opted for the slide out awning. One of the things too is they don't give you an exterior gas line for your grill. So I got into the gas tanks. Shout out to Terry Hatfield. He's got a 31G, and I followed his direction on that. I also put the gauges on here, the propane tank gauges, and then tapped into that line, ran it underneath, and then ended up hooking it up over here. That way I can hook in with a quick connect. The other thing I took his advice on was they don't give you a whole lot of storage in these basement storage, probably because they figure you have the garage inside. So one big tote, a smaller tote, and then I put in this, it's a metal pegboard. I got it from Lowe's. I don't know, it's going to be hard to see in there. But then with hooks and these type of straps, seems to work pretty well. I'm able to fit everything in there. What else did I do on the outside? I added a gate valve too, by the way, a blade valve on the black tank over there. I'll show it real quick. Just because black tanks are kind of nasty. I don't know if it showed up in that other shot or not, but you can see it right there. Added that valve. We have the onboard generator. This one came with basically every option. So yeah, the Turnabond Max Airs flag buddy, I showed you that. Put these levels on the front. Everybody has their own way of doing things, but I put them on the front, and actually that works out pretty well. It gets it pretty level. Did the latchet door handle, that way you can do it with the fob. It's all electronic. That makes it nice. Also put this the louver on the window here. You can get all this stuff from Lippert. There it is. Added these stairs. These are the Torque Lift glow steps. Way more stable than the stock ones that were on there. And it's like a direct fit. You take the old ones out, you bolt these in, you're good to go. Did the extended handle on it as well. Added that motion light up there. That was per Terry Hatfield too. It's just from Harbor Freight. I don't know, it was like 10, 15 bucks or something. Motion sense, kind of cool to have. I'm trying to think of what else I did out here. Oh, the TPMS sensors on these wheels. That saved our ass. We were on a trip to Tennessee from Michigan. We were on our way back just north of Cincinnati, so we were still a good 4.5 hours away from home. Had a flat on the other side. Why, I have no idea. These tires were only like 2-3 years old at the time, and they're the good ones, the Goodyear Endurance. But yeah, that saved us, got us off the freeway. Let's see. Okay, I think I got all that. Another thing I put on here was that screen door bar. Makes it nice if you're, coming out to cook or whatever and have a plate full of steaks. Got a custom mat for this. Here we are on the inside, and this is how we're set up. Saw another video where they did away that table that comes with this thing. It's kind of heavy and a pain in the butt to deal with. So this is how we're set up. Got these tables from Walmart. That's like a 2 foot by 4 foot right there, and this one's like a 20 inch by 4 foot. We put that tote underneath. She hauls stuff in there on the way here, like linens, clean sheets, towels, stuff like that. And then when we unpack it, we put that under there, and that's what we use for our dirty clothes hamper, because they don't give you anything in here for that. Did that curtain rod in the back and these curtains. I don't know how well that's showing up. I tried to light everything up in here, but so that way we can just, maybe that's better, just so we can pull the curtains, close that off. The legs, got that from Terry Hatfield as well. They only give you one in the middle, and then it like wants to sag on the two ends. So if you do away with that, ended up adding 2 legs per. Kind of a cheap, easy mod. I don't know anyone else with these two. I don't know if you can see down there. I got those paper towels stuffed in these corners. Probably hard to see, but anyway, yeah, those are kind of wide open. They got the brush things on those doors to kind of, close it off from the bugs and all that, but those right there next to the doors, I guess they couldn't do anything about it. Those are kind of open, so if you're in an area that has bugs, we just stuff those in there. It kind of blocks it. Her little step stool, we got that because these cabinets are so high she can't reach anything. The Happy Jack bed up there, we use this as a couples camper. You can kind of tell that already. Took the mattress off of that Happy Jack, and we're able to fit these tables. They go in a bag, the outside table, the zero gravity chairs, all that stuff goes up there. Even her little step stool. And then we lift it all the way up, and then we can bring the machine in that way. Speaking of which, these couches can't, with the height of my machine, they can't stay in that position. I let them hang down on either side and then bring the machine in. We put a tarp down, and then strap everything down, and then once we get to our destination, get that out of here, and then we have the rug that we put in. Another thing is the garbage can. It comes with a garbage can that's tiny and crappy, and it doesn't have a lid on it. I wanted one with a lid. I don't like smelling the trash. So anyway, this thing is made by, I think it's a company called like Revishelf or something. but you basically just pull it out. Then you have the lid you can lift up and you can get to everything and blah blah blah. Kind of nice. There's one. This didn't come with a fireplace. That was one of the things on our bucket list. Was that, you know, we had a trailer before, nice little trailer, Mini Winnie. Didn't have a fireplace. We wanted one. Well, this was a cabinet down here with a couple doors, not very deep. I don't know. They think you're gonna store DVDs in it or whatever. Anyway, I took the doors off, gutted that out. Had to search forever to find the right match, size, and everything else. And then I actually had to pack it out because of the depth. This trim, the trim that's around it, you can get this from Grand Design. You have to go to the dealer, you have to actually give them your VIN number and everything else in order to get the trim, but they can get you a trim that matches. And so that's what I did. It was expensive as hell, but anyway. And then yeah, you can't see it, but drilled a hole up inside, came up here with a grommet, and then it just plugs into this outlet behind the TV. This is where we store our keys, truck keys, side-by-side keys, trailer keys. What else did I do in here? The bathroom. So yeah, they don't set you up with any kind of a linen closet, you know, towel bars, any of that stuff. I think it did come with a toilet paper dispenser, but that's not mounted to the wall. You have to do it. So anyway, this is how I set it up. Not that this is the greatest way, but this is what worked for us. Also, the shower head, I gave it a chance, the one that was in here, factory. It was crap. I went to hit the water saver, like to turn it off when I was taking a shower the first time, and it didn't shut off. So I swapped that out with an Oxygenics, and this thing's way better. I'm glad I did that. Another one was she hates shower curtains, so do I. We wanted shower doors, and then after doing a bunch of research on that, people say, oh, you hit your elbows on them, and every time you get to your destination, they're all out of whack and everything. I ended up swapping it out for one of these. Forget the name of it. Again, Terry Hatfield gives links for all that. Thing was kind of expensive, but it's got like a squeegee in here. It like cleans it off and everything, tucks it out of the way. Well worth it. This is what I did for a linen closet. Put those open wire shelves up there. I had to paint them black. I couldn't get them black like that. Towel bars and all that. And then as far as chemicals, I went with this thing. This is called a Blue Streak. It takes a fluid, so you don't have to do the pods and all that. I put this in here, and then it's got comes out, you know, like blue, helps keep the tank clean, and then it also smells like baby powder, so that's a bonus. You don't get the stink smell. And then in here's the bedroom. That was another thing on our bucket list. She wanted a bed she could walk around to make the bed and everything. They give you these little cubby shelves on each side, which were nice, but then when you actually go to use them, you can't put anything on them because they're so small. Even the TV remote, I was having to do like a balancing act to keep it up there. So anyway, I had some of this netting and shock cord and stuff left from a different project. So I rigged that up on there, and it works much better now. You can put whatever you want in there. Also put these curtains and stuff on here. I just wanted black out. I mean, the shades are nice and all that, but black it out, and that way I don't get the sun shining in and waking me up in the morning. Just trying to give you an overall shot of how we're rolling here. Put the TV in here, blah, blah, blah. I think I pretty much covered it. Like I said, I was doing a ton of we put a mattress topper on here on the bed. The mattress, yeah, kind of sucks. I mean, it's all right, but pretty stiff, so we put a really thick like mattress topper on there, and that helps out a lot. I think that's it, everyone. Like I said, just wanted to give back a little bit. I'm not looking to be an influencer or anything. I just wanted to share what we did. Maybe it'll give someone an idea, things that, you know, they can do or might want to do to theirs. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Everybody have a great day. Bye.